what is the COVID-19 variant and why is it so dangerous for humans? New variants will form when the virus goes through a process of mutation, and from this process, that each new variant will appear or disappear. However, this COVID-19 variant mutation has its own danger. Each time a mutation process occurs, the virus will go through changes that allow it to spread more quickly or be able to become resistant to vaccines. What about the Delta variant? Delta is one of the COVID-19 variants. Delta variant was first detected at the end of year 2020 in India. As a result, the Delta variant is a potentially dangerous mutation that WHO is studying and monitoring across the world. Once the Delta variant is discovered, it spread far faster than the Alpha variant, and it has been recorded in 96 nations as of today. And among the affected countries are Indonesia, Belanda, Russia, Malaysia, and Thailand. With this spreading power, the WHO expects the Delta variant to spread further. We found 5 things related to Delta variant: its differences and similarities with other variants, transmission, symptoms, treatments, and preventive measures. Differences of Delta from other variants. First, more contagious. When a person is infected with the Delta variant, the virus can spread to 4 to 6 others, or perhaps more. Second, vaccinated people possible to spread Delta. People who have not been vaccinated or those who have been vaccinated both have high level of Delta variation in their noses and throats. The similarities of Delta and other variants is the symptoms of Delta variant are identical to those of the original coronavirus. The effort we took to prevent it from spreading will also work for Delta and other variants. Second thing is its transmission. Delta's increased transmissibility can be explained by the combination of a large number of viruses and a short incubation period. This variant can spread in less than 15 seconds with a distance of 1 meter through air propagation. Third, its symptoms. The symptoms of Delta variant can be detected through headache, sore throat, flu, fever, and cough. However, there are findings in India that state there is an increase in symptoms including abdominal pain, nausea, vomiting, loss of appetite, and joint pain. Fourth, its treatments. Patients with mild to moderate disease are usually advised to stay at home and self-quarantine for up to 14 days. The treatment can be taken at home, resting, drinking plenty of water, take the painkiller and cough medicine. And chronic patients of COVID-19 cases may require to hospitalization. Fifth, the preventive measure of Delta. COVID-19 has no cure, so to prevent the disease from spreading further is to create cluster immunity in a high-risk area by taking vaccination. However, before we are called to receive a vaccine injection, we also must take some steps to prevent from infection of the COVID disease, like maintain a safe distance from others, at least 1 meter. COVID-19 in Malaysia. First is self-care treatment. Malaysians can make a self-care treatment or self-quarantine if they are coming into contact with someone who has COVID-19. At the beginning, we can get a test by call the healthcare provider or COVID-19 hotline to find out where and when to obtain the test. To stop the infection from spreading, cooperate with contact tracing process, and if the test is negative, stay at home for 14 days and avoid contacting with others. MCO, the Malaysia Government Movement Control Order, often known as MCO or PKP, is a set of nationwide quarantine and cordon sanitary measures imposed by Malaysia's federal government in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, which began on March 18, 2020. The directives have been referred to as lockdowns in local and international media. Malaysia has three types of vaccine: vaccine from mRNA, viral vector, and inactivated virus. First, mRNA. The primary substance of mRNA is a protein sequence that enters each cell to make the viral protein of interest. The purpose of the mRNA molecule is to activate immunity in order for the viral protein to be recognized. This vaccine has the advantages of being simple and rapid to make, not requiring any live components, and being synthetically created, as well as triggering an adaptive immune response. Moderna and Pfizer are two options to make this type of vaccination. Second is viral vector. Viral vector's main substance is a modified vector virus that transport antigen genetic code. A self-viral vector's function is to transfer the targeted virus genetic material while also triggering the human immune response. These vaccines' benefits include proven technology that induce an adaptive immune response for a more effective immune response. AstraZeneca, CanSino Biologics, Johnson & Johnson, and Sputnik V are some of options that make this sort of vaccination. Third, inactivated virus. Inactivated virus is a type of virus that has been killed by extreme heat, chemical, or radiation. The purpose of this virus, which has been destroyed and is now being employed to trigger the human immune response. The benefit of this vaccine include proven technology, suitability for human with weakened immune system, and ease of production. Sinovac is the brand name for this type of vaccine. Despite the fact that COVID-19 is a global pandemic, the epidemic may manifest differently in different countries. This could be linked to the virus genetics, vulnerable population traits, population behavior, and the country's crisis response. We discuss Malaysia's issue and respond to epidemic in hopes of sharing lessons learned from our experiences with others. Malaysia confronts increasing hardness in reacting to the crisis as a developing country with limited resources. However, the country was able to overcome the epidemic waves because to good cooperation between government institutions and general people.